Greetings, my name is Scott Weatherman, and this is my weather briefing for Abilene, Texas. Little background on the location. Abilene, Texas is located in the north central region of Texas. The city has a semi-arid climate and is known as the Key City, as it is the gateway to West Texas. The terrain of Abilene area varies with the Callahan Escarpment, also known as Callahan Divide, to the south, and flatter plains to the north. There are several bodies of water in and around Abilene, but most of these are man-made reservoirs. So we have Kirby Lake, Abilene State Park, or Abilene Lake. We have Lake up here is Lake Fort Phantom Hill. All these are reservoirs. The elevation in Abilene is between 1,700 and 1,750 feet. The elevation is going to slightly increase and decrease, but it's in an ever-decreasing trend towards about 1,600 feet when you move northward with few hills that are in between, causing those fluctuations. The elevation is going to increase, though, if you move southwestward, approaching the top of the Callahan Escarpment, and you're going to reach an elevation of nearly 2,500 feet in some locations. As you see here, Kirby Lake's southern part of Abilene. As you go down this way, we're increasing our elevation. You hit the 2,000 mark, and it's going to continue increasing. Some places you have peak right here is 2,400, 28. You have 2,344 over here. So, and then there's a little valley right here where Buffalo Gap is. Some background on the temperature. Abilene's temperatures are going to range throughout the year. January is going to have the coolest average temperatures, about 46 for average, with July having the highest average of 84. These averages are going to do to fluctuations, though, in daily temperatures, and there's going to be many days actually in the summer months that are going to reach to over 100 degrees Fahrenheit or in the upper 90s at the least. Many days in the winter are also going to be below freezing, so we have a large fluctuation of temperatures. The record high temperature for Abilene is 109.9 degrees, and that occurred July 18th, 1978, and the high actually was nearly met yesterday, July 14th, with a temperature of 108 degrees. Abilene's record low temperature occurred on January 4th, 1947, and the temperature then was negative 7.6 degrees. So a lot of fluctuation. Precipitation. As you see, our precipitation has kind of a trend. As you increase with temperature, you're going to have an increase towards 90 degrees with precipitation, but once you get above 90, it's going to be kind of tapered off due to saturation level. The air is just going to be so spread out due to the thermal expansion that it's going to hold more water, so you're not going to have as much precipitation, but maybe more humidity. As you start to decrease again, you'll have a slight increase in precipitation amounts up until you're down till you get to around here to about like mid 70s, and then you're going to have a slight decrease in the amount of precipitation. Annual precipitation averages are going to be about 7.87 inches, and June is going to be considered the wettest month. Precipitation amounts are going to, again, like I said, correspond to temperature changing. The record for most precipitation occurred July 6, 2002 with 4.6 inches, and the wettest month on record was March 1973 with 29.4 inches. The driest months on record occurred between September 1946 and January 1947, when there was a severe drought that actually affected most of Texas. Current conditions and forecast. I use my personal weather station and the ambient weather dashboard on ambientweather.net to be able to show current conditions as well as to show an idea of the forecast. So as you see right here, in the past 9 days, last rainfall was 9 days ago, I'm sorry. The total that has been recorded in the last 2 months since I got this weather station is only 2.75 inches. And so far in this month, we've only had about 0.72 of an inch that has occurred in rainfall. It's been really dry this week. Right now at 2:43 p.m., we have a temperature outside reading at 100.6 degrees, which is still down 4.1 degrees from yesterday at this time. Real feel is 103.4 degrees due to the humidity. Our current winds are 3.8 out of the south. This has fluctuated from southeast to southwest. Right now it's 3.8 out of southwest, but our peak has been 15.9 miles per hour today, so we've had a few wind gusts that have come out, but they're all coming pretty much from the south. Our pressure currently right now is down 0.6 from yesterday, and we're at 1,002.3 hectopascals or millibars. We are up in our humidity 8% today from to 30%. And our UV index right now, it's been pretty high today. It was just about 30 minutes ago was an index of 8. Now it's down to 7 as we're getting later into the day. As you see, our peak solar radiation amount was pretty high. Right now we're sitting at 817.2 for our wavelength. Right now, our sun and moon, we have sunrise has been about 6:44 a.m. and it's going down about 8:48 p.m. And moonrise, our moon is really visible early in the morning through the afternoon at this time. As far as our forecast goes, bring this up. For the rest of the day, our high is projected to be up to 103.3 degrees with a low of 76.8, which it's not going to reach that. That's probably early in the morning. We have a little bit of a chance of rain, but that's so small it's not going to happen. It's just partly cloudy outside. If anything, it's mostly clear. As we go on, we're going to increase in our temperature up through about 6 o'clock this afternoon to about 103 as a projected high. Then we're going to start decreasing through the night and start tomorrow morning about 6 o'clock at 78 degrees. And then it will increase tomorrow up to about 101.5 degrees for a high, the low 76.5, and we're going to be seeing cooling going on through the weekend and hopefully into next week. It should be a lot cooler, which is going to be great since it has been extremely warm this week. And these are my resources that I used for all this information. Thank you.